Hi, I'm Steve Adubato. On September 22nd, I sat down for an in-depth one-on-one interview with Governor Phil Murphy. We talked about COVID. We talked about his relationship with President Trump. Talked about the millionaires tax, a lot of issues. Soon after that interview with Governor Murphy, President Trump tested positive for COVID. You know the rest of it. We hope and pray the president and those around him get better and do well. Implications nationally, statewide, and internationally because of President Trump's diagnosis. So without further ado, taped on the 22nd of September, my one-on-one interview with Governor Phil Murphy. What would you say the number one leadership lesson you have learned about yourself and about leading in a global pandemic has been?
That's a great question, and you're good at teaching leadership, having seen you. I think, Steve, getting the balance right, and early on, I haven't talked about Churchill in a few months, but early on, I felt like this was particularly important to channel in some small way what he was doing early in World War II when the Germans had raced all over the continent, the Americans weren't in the war yet. Getting the balance between two things that seem at odds with each other. Number one, being direct and brutally honest with people, even when that news was really unpleasant, news that folks did not want to hear. And by the way, this continues to this day. We find ourselves, this lesson continues. So being brutally honest about what the odds are, what the facts are, but at the same time, giving a realistic path forward, giving hope, not just hope that is unfounded, but if we do this, the following can happen. And early on, you'll remember a lot of that was around crushing the curve, bringing that awful curve down. We have brought it down thanks to the millions and millions of folks in our state. But I think that's probably, if I were to say, what's the one thing I take from this, other than the enormous loss of life and the hundreds of phone calls and memorials that we've done, that's what I would say in terms of leadership.
I'm Tim Sullivan, CEO of the New Jersey Economic Development Authority. Since joining the NJEDA, I've been struck by the incredible assets and resources that New Jersey has to offer. The NJEDA is working every day to grow New Jersey's economy in a way that maximizes the values of those assets to benefit every single New Jersey resident. This includes more support for small businesses and a focus on reclaiming New Jersey's position as a leader in the innovation economy. Visit njeda.com to learn more about how NJEDA is building a stronger and fairer New Jersey economy.
Also brought to you by Gibbons PC, RWJ Barnabas Health, the New Jersey Education Association, Rowan University, the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, Operating Engineers, Local 825, Eastern Atlantic States Regional Council of Carpenters. We build tomorrow's workers. And by IBEW Local 102, lighting the path, leading the way.